What's up everybody, this is Naka and you're watching Ukulele Remix. On this tutorial we're going to be talking about Lupe Fiasco's The Show Goes On and how you can play it on your ukulele. Like all our tutorials, this is broken down into sections with buttons appearing here, so you can skip to where you need to go. So The Show Goes On starts off with a little riff that goes like this. So all you're doing is playing the E string third, A string second, fifth, second, 0, second, 0, second. So it'll go so when you're hitting your strings, it's mostly going to be downs. So down, 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 up, down, up, down. So take it slow and gradually get faster until you get to the point where you can follow along with the song. You can also pick out the melody for the chorus, which goes like this. So there are basically two positions for this picking. The first position is ring finger on E string 3 and middle finger on A string 2. The second position focuses on the 5th and 7th frets for your E and A string. So pointer finger on 5 for the E and A, and ring finger for 7 on E and A. So on the first position, it's A string 2, 2 and pull off to 0. And then E string 3. Then second position, A string 5, 7, and then E string 7, 5. So that first phrase goes. Then you go back to first position and play E string 3 again. Pull off on A string 2 twice. And back to E string 3. And then back to second position. Then it goes back to first position, E string 3, A string open, A string 2, open, 2, open. Then you're going to repeat that a couple of times. And then second position again. And then back to E string 3. So it'll go first position, second position, first position, second position, first position, second position, and then back to first. Now when you go full speed, the changes from first position to second position are pretty quick, so practice going from first to second to get it smooth. Next we're going to go into the chords for The Show Goes On. The chords for this song go G, D, E minor, B minor, C, back to D, A minor, back to D. Be sure to practice switching between chords so you can get them smooth. So for the strumming, you can use down, down, up, chunk, up, down, up. For the chunk, you just curl your fingers in and make this part of your thumb hit right around where the sound hole is. So down, down, up, chunk, up, down, up. 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 So let's try it switching chords. Now we're going to move into strumming and picking at the same time. This one is a little advanced, so work on your basics and get them down solid before moving on to this next part. So you already have your first position, and you're going to put down your pointer finger to create that G chord. And you really want to emphasize that A string because that's your note. We're going to go to our second position, kind of played with our pinky finger, while holding a D chord up here, which is 7, 6, 5, 5. Just try your best to emphasize those strings. So G, D, and then you would go back to your first position, and it's already kind of that E minor shape because you're going to go to your E minor. Then go back to your D, play that same thing again, and that works because this chord right here, 7, 6, 7, 5 is a B minor. From there we would go to a C, but we need to emphasize these notes. So because your C is mostly these open strings anyway, with that C, we can just play through our first position, kind of just strum through it. And then go to your D, use your pinky to play out those notes, and then A minor, but play those notes with your pinky when you strum it, and then back to the D up here for your second position again, and then end on G. And what you really want to do is kind of keep strumming, even if it's just that up, down, just to keep the tempo going. And then if you can, try to emphasize the notes that you're playing in your melody. After that, you can try to incorporate your strumming pattern or add ghost notes and flourishes with your thumb. So that's Lupe Fiasco's The Show Goes On. Click here to listen to the song and really memorize it and ingrain it in your mind so that when you play it, it's like you repeating that song for somebody else. Have fun with this one. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, and if you have questions for me, you can email ukuleleremix@gmail.com. Thanks for watching!